Originally from New Iberia, Louisiana, the birthplace of Tabasco. I'm the only male sibling of 6 children and also the eldest of that group. I've been in education now for 35 and a half years. It seems like only yesterday it was my first day. And education has become the field of education, an integral part of my life. It's my passion. I had finished college and I was working as an assistant manager because I wanted to go in business at Shoetown. And I was very proud of graduating, and I was the first in my family, that immediate family, to do that, to go to college, to graduate. Ms. Virgie Osbury, she's been one of my greatest inspirations. She was an educator, and she'll tell you, she's not shy about it, for 67 consecutive years. I'm in the store, she comes in, and family just looked up to her. She asked me, she said, "What are you doing?" And I told her, until I graduated. She said, "But what are you doing here?" I was deflated for a moment, right? And I told her my dreams, and she said, "Well, you have education in your blood." And 2 weeks later, I was in the classroom. And so throughout my career, she's been one of my greatest inspirations. So when I called her at the end of last school year and I said, "I'm done 35 years. And she told me, she said, "Well, congratulations, you're halfway there." I have many moments that I could say I was very proud of. As a first-year teacher, I was assigned a 6th grade classroom of children, self-contained, teaching all of the subjects. And the group that I was assigned to, those children had experienced at least 2 years of academic failure, where they were at least 2 years behind. And then you have a first-year teacher. Put that together, and I don't know how many people would have projected that it would have been successful. I had gotten some advice from my great-grandmother who lived with us to visit the homes of those children within the first 2 months of teaching them. And I did. And that gave me insight on who I was teaching, where they came from, and some of the obstacles that they had to deal with. I remember discovering that one of the children, they didn't have some of their utilities on. And so I went to the principal and I asked the principal, could we sponsor after-school tutoring? And he told me, he said, "Well, we don't pay for that." And I didn't even know you could get paid for that. And I said, "Well, I don't have to get paid. I just need a place for the children to come to where the utilities are on, right?" And so he allowed it to happen, and the children came. And that one particular child came. Fast forward 6 years from that time, many of those children graduated from high school. It has stayed with me for 35 and a half years, seeing those children succeed despite their situations. I've been in the business for 35 and a half years, but I've been in Alabama for 13 years. And since I've entered this state, I have felt nothing but love and support. I love the people that I work with, not the people that work for me, but I love the people that I work with, starting with the board. I feel strongly that whether we're talking about administration, the teachers, the parents, the community members, everyone has a unified vision and goal of ensuring that we provide a very robust and rigorous and quality educational experience for our children, that they put the children first. The communities I've worked with, from the Alabama Department of Education State Superintendent and their groups, SSA, School Superintendents Association, AASB. So I want to thank all of those organizations for pouring into me the support and the love and the care that allows me to be able to compete at the highest level, which I think this is a great honor. It's incumbent upon educational leaders to restore and sustain hope and trust in public education. Get in the seat and stay in the seat as educational leaders. Stay as long as you can, but be productive, have impact, so that we can produce a generation of leaders, a generation of workers, community leaders that has impact not only within their families, but abroad as well, outside of their families, and to inspire hope again when it comes to public education, so that people can trust us that they know that whatever our vision statement is, whatever our mission statement is, that they're not just words on a piece of paper. And the things that we say that it can do, then it should do it. I anticipated that when I went to compete at the national level, that question would come up. What makes you think you could be the voice and the face of public education? And I thought on it, and I come up with the conclusion that Alabama has something to say when it comes to education. And we have something to say when it comes to student achievement. We have something to say when it comes to closing the achievement gap, community engagement. I looked forward to sharing with them on a national level just what we could do so that we can compete. I'm very proud to be here and to represent that and to show that Alabama, we are doing some great things when it comes to education. Yeah, we're being left out of the conversation. And the conversation is everywhere else. But when you show up with the results that impact people, people know that you have something to say.